In the shadowed forests of ancient Greece, where shepherds tended their flocks and travelers whispered of strange sounds in the hills, there lived a god unlike any of the shining Olympians. His laughter echoed through the valleys, his music carried on the wind, and his sudden shouts could send even the bravest warrior fleeing in terror. This was Pan, the wild god of Arcadia, half man and half goat, a figure who embodied both the joy and the fear of the untamed world. His stories are not of thrones or great battles alone, but of music, passion, mystery, and the raw heartbeat of nature itself. Pan's origin varies depending on the source. In some accounts, he was the son of Hermes and a nymph. Other versions make him a child of Zeus or even of Penelope, though this is sometimes said to be Penelope the nymph, not Odysseus' wife. When Pan was born, his goat-like form shocked his mother, who abandoned him. Hermes carried him to Olympus, where the gods laughed with delight at his strange appearance and welcomed him. While humans often feared Pan, the gods celebrated him as a joyful and unique presence. Perhaps Pan's most famous story is that of Syrinx. Pan fell in love with the beautiful nymph, but she fled from his advances. When she reached the river Ladon, she prayed to be saved and was transformed into reeds. Pan, hearing the wind sighing through the reeds, cut several of them to different lengths and bound them together to create the panpipes, also called syrinx. Out of rejection, he produced music that carried the very soul of the countryside. Another nymph tied to Pan is Echo, who was famous for her beautiful voice. In some traditions, Pan loved her, but Echo rejected him. In his frustration, he stirred his followers, shepherds and satyrs, into a frenzy, and they tore her to pieces. The earth itself preserved her voice, leaving only her echo behind. This grim tale revealed Pan's darker, destructive side when spurned. Pan was also said to have pursued Selene, the moon goddess. To woo her, he wrapped himself in a sheepskin and drew her down from the sky by luring her with his soft wool. In some accounts, he simply used his music to seduce her. Their union symbolized the mingling of night's mystery with nature's wildness. One of Pan's most famous appearances comes during the Persian Wars. Before the Battle of Marathon, the runner Phidippides claimed to have encountered Pan in a cave. Pan promised to help the Athenians in their struggle, but asked why the people of Athens did not honor him. After the Greeks won a miraculous victory against the much larger Persian force, the Athenians established a shrine to Pan beneath the Acropolis. From this moment on, he was linked to the sudden fear panic that could seize armies, a weapon in the hands of the god of the wild. Like many rustic deities, Pan sometimes clashed with the Olympians. One story tells of a musical contest between Pan and Apollo. Pan challenged Apollo's lyre with his panpipes. The mountain god Molus was chosen as judge and awarded victory to Apollo. But King Midas, who was present, disagreed and favored Pan. In anger, Apollo cursed Midas with donkey's ears. This story highlighted Pan's rustic pride and the eternal tension between simple pastoral music and the refined art of the Olympians. During the great battle between the gods and the monster Typhon, Pan played an unexpected role. When Typhon attacked, the gods fled in terror, transforming into animals to escape him. Pan himself leapt into the Nile and turned his lower half into a fish, creating the image of Capricorn in the zodiac. In another version, Pan cleverly frightened Typhon by letting out a terrifying shout, distracting the monster and allowing Zeus to recover his stolen sinews and ultimately defeat him. This reinforced Pan's power of sudden, irrational fear. Perhaps the strangest story about him comes from Plutarch. During the reign of Tiberius, a sailor named Themis supposedly heard a mysterious voice on the sea calling out, "The great god Pan is dead." This was reported to Rome and caused great wonder. Some saw it as symbolic, representing the decline of the old pagan gods and the rise of new faiths. Others argue it was a misunderstanding of language or simply folklore. Yet the tale made Pan unique among the gods as one who was said to have died. Together, these stories show Pan as a deeply complex figure, joyful and playful, yet also dangerous and lustful. A protector of shepherds but also a bringer of terror, a rustic trickster who challenged Apollo, and even a participant in the cosmic battles of the gods. Unlike the Olympians, Pan is firmly rooted in the earth, the forests, and the fears and desires of ordinary people.